Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So one of the most crucial elements of the collection is being able to get really up close and personal with these animals that the majority of people would never be able to experience in their life.
The Biology Teaching Collections is a collection of about 14,000 specimens that we have. They're a really valuable resource for hands-on student learning.
Most of them are actually local specimens from Colorado, and a lot of them are historical, some of them being over 100 years old. I think our oldest one that we found so far was from the 1860s. This collection is incredibly useful. I'd say it's probably the most useful tool that the biology department has to offer. It is the reason that so many of our most popular classes are able to run, such as mammalogy, ornithology, and then some essential classes like vertebrate biology and invertebrate biology would not be able to run without this room.
Something that's really important to understand about this space, because we do have a lot of deceased specimens in here. They were all once living animals. It's also important to recognize and acknowledge where these specimens came from.
They come in many different ways. Some of them were actually collected as part of research in the early part of the 20th century, and some come through, just animals that are donated as dead, like squirrels that your cat killed.
I don't know.
And some come from zoos or U.S. Fish and Wildlife confiscation.
So I think the collections are very important, mainly because they're being used by a lot of different departments. So in biology, it's being used, and there's also the art department that comes in here to draw and to learn anatomy. And then there's zoology that also comes here. And then Jennifer does a lot of outreach as well. So it goes further than the classroom. It goes to just the general public.
Have you heard of these guys, the Venus flower baskets? No. It's a sponge.
I am always so inspired by our undergraduate volunteers. It's one of the things, honestly, that I find the most inspiring about the things that we've been doing in the collection recently, including our big reorganization and all of the efforts that we're making lately to do things like create a digital database that's available online globally, is that it's all relying on our volunteers.
There's a lot of animals and specimens that I probably wouldn't otherwise see, and you get to work pretty hands-on with them. There's a lot of opportunity for doing new things, which is helpful for me, so I can shake things up, which keeps me very interested.
Museum sciences aren't really common in Malaysia, where I'm from. So I really hope to bring something like this back home. Well, before this, I just thought about working with live animals and wholly in conservation. But now I have in the back of my mind wanting to do something with a collection back home. Maybe have a small little keychain collection of sorts.
For me, I say the most important part of me that has changed is just my confidence in my abilities. I suffered from pretty bad imposter syndrome when I first came in, and since working in this room, it has significantly decreased. My confidence in my abilities as a scientist and my ability to continue my work in this field have increased tenfold.
If the school has something like that, or just if you see something you like, be like, I want to learn more about that, because one, you have nothing to lose. Finding out about something, just figure out how to get there, especially if it's something like you really like. I was very excited when I saw this, and I was like, I just need to be in there at least once, and I succeeded, and here I am.